Every time, dude.
That's a lot of fun. Hey guys, welcome to the No Items Podcast, a weekly podcast by Team Solidarity focused on Super Smash Bros. And Super Smash Bros. Related content. This week, our topic is going to be what we want and expect in the new Smash Bros. Title, the Smash Bros. Game that's going to be coming out for the Switch.
You were trying to come up with the title there, but there is none.
Yeah, I was gonna.
There is none.
I was trying to call it like Super Smash Bros. Like I was ready to put something behind that, but there's nothing yet.
It's nothing.
What there is an invitational.
Hashtag new game.
Hashtag new game. This is to me the fact that they're holding a whole invitational for it is like, I don't know, it's like, to me it's like confirmation.
2014 all over again. Was it 14?
Yeah, I think it was 2014 when E3 had
Zero sported his Zero suit.
Yeah. That was funny.
That,
so Super Smash Brothers is going to be featured along with, I think, Splatoon.
Splatoon 2.
Splatoon 2. And a couple other games.
Yeah. Splatoon 2 is open, though. It's open to anyone. But Smash Bros. Is, like you said, an invitational, so not everyone can join. No one can enter.
I'm still fine with that. That's totally cool with me.
I saw also a tweet saying that Larry Lurr was invited. I don't know if he was joking or not. You know, it's Twitter, so you never know.
I don't know. Yeah, I didn't hear about that.
If you look at his recent tweets, it seems to indicate that he was in fact invited. So I'm gonna get a nice look at the new Fox. Watch it actually be garbage. Watch Fox actually be garbage for the first time ever. Honestly,
I'm legitimately
really
so
sad.
excited for this. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Sorry, my headphones are all over the place. Do you hear that?
A little buzz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's bothering me a lot. Sorry about this, guys. Yeah. But in any case, our topic today is what makes a or not, that was last week or a couple weeks ago. Our topic this week is what we want and expect
in Super Smash Bros. Trademark.
Super Smash Brothers.
Trademark.
Blank.
Super Smash Brothers Battle Royale.
Battle Royale wouldn't.
I know it's not a Battle Royale style game, but in the sense of like
that, like name, like the name Battle Royale isn't that bad. That's fine.
It's not or like just say Royale or something. Like
if it was like just Royale, that would also
be cool.
Fine.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
You know, instead of Scuffle or
Scuffle?
fisticuffs.
Like
all
the characters like have a little.
Everyone can only jab. That's it.
No.
Yes.
Little Mac wins.
Oh God.
Zero Suit Samus wins.
Yeah, those two win. Yeah. Anyway,
if Little Mac is even in this next game,
I'm gonna be a Zero Suit Little Mac co-man. Little Mac's not even gonna be. I don't even think he's gonna be in. But anyway,
I don't think Little Mac's gonna be in.
So, what we want / expect? Is there anything that we? Well, I guess this question can also be like posed in the opposite sense of what do we not want? As well,
I guess what we don't want, what we want, I guess like so one thing that we could want is for something to not be there.
Okay,
right?
Okay, I'm gonna start then. So, so same thing. So you just worded it different. So what I want to have is to not have the gross mechanic called RAGE. Just please leave me alone. Signed, Chic Main. Please, for the love of God, I hate that mechanic. Granted, okay, the intention about it, okay, in all seriousness, the intention of it isn't necessarily bad. The idea of having a nice little comeback factor doesn't, in my opinion, ruin the competitive nature of Smash Bros. It's just how they did it. They overdid it, in my opinion. They just really went to town on that. Like,
I feel like, what is it, like a 25 or 15%? Is it 15?
I don't know, man. A big number.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't seem that big in context.
Oh, but like when you think about it,
like numbers, but when you think about like 15% of the stage,
that's a lot.
Is a lot.
That's a lot.
And so when you get hit 15% further, that you can just really die early.
Yeah.
No. and I think if they bring it back, it's gonna have to either be calmed down a little bit, or they're gonna have to change like how like set knockback works, or something else. Just because there was a little bit too much advantage gained by being the first person to take a stock.
Yeah.
Just because you could then utilize your rage against a character with no rage, so they would be able to kill you less easily, and you would be able to kill them easier. And so the comeback mechanic instead became kind of a more of a win more mechanic.
Yeah, instead of you having the potential of losing, you are losing.
Yeah.
You just are.
So rage
Like,
is
that's
definitely like,
that's dumb. Like, I don't mind if the move, like, if kill moves kill earlier, slightly earlier, like just on their own, that's not bad. But if a combo ends you as low as like 40%, that's dumb.
yeah, that's not great.
Hashtag Void versus Nairo. Every time.
Yeah, actually, I think, right?
Pretty much every time. Like the last 4 or 5 times.
That matchup is almost made for that to happen.
There's a YouTube video showing a compilation of that happening in that specific...
How long is the video?
It's not that long, but the thing is, it's like, it's just showing the ending. So,
Right.
and it shows Void falling like twice in a row in different tournaments. One of them was Katar. That was disgusting. And then one was one of the sagas. And then another one was Evo. And then there was like 2 more. 1 or 2 more. So
That sounds about right.
that, yeah, that's an idea on steroids. Like, that's too much. It's way too much.
Rage
Minimize that. Make it go away, frankly. Like, in my opinion, I don't mind it being gone. I don't mind it staying either. But if it stays, please make that small. Make it, like, minimize it, please. For the love of all things good.
That would be... I don't think... I feel like it's likely that it will not come back.
Yeah, for Smash 5.
Well, because it's not ingrained in the like the basic game DNA, right?
Yeah, it was just one thing that was introduced and tried.
It was one new thing. I think it was... It seems likely to me that that was something put in by Bandai Namco. Since they have a lot of experience in making fighting games.
That makes sense.
They would consider like a comeback mechanic is generally something that's pretty standard.
They do that in their fighting games.
In their fighting games, there are comeback mechanics, and I think most of them. I'm thinking of, so Bandai Namco makes like Tekken.
Street Fighter?
There's they don't make Street Fighter. That's Capcom.
Okay, Dragon Ball Z? Dragon Ball Fighters?
Dragon Ball Fighters
so sorry.
was made by, like, it's Bandai Namco is the Dragon Ball part, but it was created by Arc System Works.
Okay.
So,
Regardless,
but
though.
the point is that of the games I'm thinking of that Bandai Namco's made, Tekken is like a big one. There are comeback mechanics that are actually pretty similar. It's just hard to implement that kind of stuff into a game like Smash Brothers, where a lot of the comeback has to kind of be like on your own level. Like a mechanic that's specifically made for comebacks is hard to implement, I think.
And also, like, the fact that the context, like the variety rather of all of these like moves and whatnot, it makes the chances, in my opinion, of some jank happening huge compared to like if you were to implement that in, say, like Street Fighter or some other game where the rules are a little bit more like concrete and set in place per character, and so because of that, you know, there's less chance, in my opinion, of some crazy thing happening that isn't considered fair, you know? So, every time I think of the word rage, I legitimately think of the Zero Suit up air, uppy combo.
Yeah, that's definitely, like, that was also, like, one of the first things to be discovered for rage, in terms of application, so it kind of makes sense that would stick out as, like, a, I don't know, as like a main thing.
That hurts me more than getting witch twisted off the top and then dying early because of bad SDI or just that combined with rage or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, the Zero Suit one is what gets me. It's the epitome of my pain.
I can agree with that.
It's the worst. Anyway.
Yeah. Let's see. Things that, well, now that we're on the things that we don't want.
Oh, are we just going to ride that train still?
I guess we'll just ride that train through. So one of the things that I definitely do not want is the low ledge invincibility that was introduced in this game.
Low ledge invincibility?
Yeah, so okay, so you don't get it back, but that was in Brawl.
Yeah.
But the amount of time you have on ledge,
Mm-hmm.
and like when you can like use your options
Mm-hmm.
off the ledge, there's very, very little invincibility. And so what that does is it gives characters, like, they can get the ledge, but they can't get off the ledge.
Yeah.
And they're just as dead as if they got ledge hogged.
Mm-hmm. With just easy, proper
It just
ledge guarding.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it takes longer, and it's demoralizing. It sucks. And
It's just more painful.
and it makes
it's more tormenting.
and it makes characters that have extra options on the ledge much better. So, for instance, Bayonetta has Witch Twist, which is a very good option off the ledge.
Mm-hmm.
If you're grabbing the ledge, she's one of the only characters that can really abuse being at the ledge, because it kind of limits how you can attack her.
Yeah.
Since she's like below a literal physical object.
Mm-hmm.
And so having the ability to, do something that other characters can't in that scenario makes that whatever character that is like so much better. And the ledge is really just imbalanced and not well implemented. It makes bad characters worse. It makes good characters better.
Busted.
Yeah,
Better.
busted.
Bet buster. Yeah.
It makes it's not a good factor. I think there was a good balance, or there's a good balance to be had.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think any Smash game has really gotten the ledge right before. Melee, you're too strong on the ledge. Brawl, you're too safe on the ledge, right? And in Smash 4, you are not safe on the ledge at all, almost all the time, except for when you have privilege.
Yeah.
Of being a very good character.
It'll be interesting to see how they rework the ledge game, if at all. I don't know if that's something they're gonna look into. I don't know. There's nothing really. There's no research or anything behind that statement I just made, but I don't know if they're gonna really.
They might.
They might, yeah. You never know. It's changed throughout each game, right?
Yeah.
To a degree, at least, like a little bit.
Melee and 64 were the most similar.
That makes sense. They were like 2 years apart.
Yeah, and then Brawl changed it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then Smash 4 is very similar to Brawl, except for obviously ledge trumping was added, which I like the ledge trumping mechanic, actually. I think the ledge trumping is good because it makes bad characters have a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Like, consider if Little Mac couldn't ledge trump. He's already really bad.
He's bad. Most Little Macs don't have ledge trump, do they? I don't know. They usually just go for that down smash 2 frame.
No. Imagine if Little Mac couldn't like ledge trump somebody who was hanging on the edge.
That's what I mean. Like,
imagine if they could get ledge hogged.
Oh, if they're the ones coming back?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying if they were by the ledge trying to...
No, I don't really care about ledge trumping as an edge guarding option.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's there and that's cool.
Okay.
I'm talking about it as a way to get back. When you ledge trump somebody because you recovered, that makes your character better than if you couldn't.
Gotcha.
And you would get ledge hogged otherwise.
Oh, okay. So, are you saying, like, when they jump... let's say, so if
I'm
Little
saying
Mac
Donkey Kong does up B and mashes his face against the wall for 8 minutes in Melee and then doesn't grab the ledge and dies.
Yeah, no. But I'm saying, like, if Little Mac... Are you saying, like, it's good that he gets ledge trumped or that he ledge trumps while recovering?
Yeah. I mean, both. Ledge trump is
Okay.
a good mechanic.
Okay. Because if he got ledge trumped while recovering... Because I feel like the person by the ledge would have the better chance of ledge trumping him. If he's recovering. Does that make sense? Like, he gets pushed back...
Yeah. So what I'm
recovered.
what I'm trying to
I'm not following
say
you.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is that in other games you can grab the ledge and do nothing else and 80% of the cast dies.
I see what you're saying. Okay. So basically no one cuz basically because of Smash 4's new mechanic, no one sits by the ledge snap to it as a ledge guarding option.
and kills 80% of the cast.
because they would die. That basically ledge trumping was there to basically counter the idea of ledge hogging.
Yeah.
Got you.
Ledge hogging doesn't exist anymore.
It doesn't exist
It
because
was replaced by ledge trumping, and I agree with that.
Got it. Got you. The reason why I was struggling with that was because I was thinking along the lines. I wasn't thinking about the comparison between Melee and Smash 4. And with Smash 4, I'm like, no one would do that. You know what I mean? Because it proves your point, right? Because it's like no one would respond by snapping to the ledge to prevent someone from coming back.
So it makes edge guarding less brain dead because it's pretty brain dead in other games.
Yeah. Gives them more options.
It gives bad characters the ability to compete at all.
Yeah.
And it makes better characters, like characters with good recovery, could just make it back from further out, or are able to get back without being mixed up as much.
Yeah.
And so a good recovery is now more how safe your recovery is than how quickly your recovery can get back.
Yep.
To ledge.
Yep, I agree with that.
To avoid getting like ledge trumped.
Gotcha.
Or ledge hogged if it was an older game.
Gotcha.
So for instance, like Ganondorf's recovery in this game is bad
just because
it's
he can't
slow.
reach, and he can't reach, which is.
But can you imagine how much worse it would be
if you just ledge hogged him?
If you could just ledge hog.
His up B holding that down and like clipping people would be useless.
Yep.
Because they would have invincibility.
Mm-hmm. And he would never do that Ganon ledge snap thing that he can do.
Nope.
Because people are just holding onto the ledge. And yeah, Ganondorf is still a bad character in this game, but he's so much better
because of the ledge mechanics.
With that ledge mechanic. And so a lot of people are like, well, bring ledge trumping back. Or ledge hogging back. I'm getting my terms mixed up. I don't want that. I don't want that at all. I don't think the ledge should be an advantageous position.
Yeah.
Like it is in Melee.
It shouldn't be overwhelmingly advantageous.
Yeah, and I don't think that you should be able to kill people if they are past the ledge, just based on the fact that they're past the ledge.
Yeah. Because
that just invalidates so much of the cast.
Yeah.
And that's part of the reason why I think Melee has such a highly imbalanced cast. Where only 30% of the roster is viable.
Because once they go off stage, they are not coming back.
Because all of those characters, once they go off stage,
based on one mechanic.
They're just based on that one mechanic. Yeah.
That's definitely a huge part of it. Yeah.
This is something that kind of came up during the Melee HD Smash 4 mod. Do you remember that?
Yes.
You could still ledge trump, but it just would force people off the ledge. There's just two people grabbing the ledge at once because they couldn't figure out how to add ledge hogging into the game.
That's funny. So it just became this weird mess.
But shitty characters could, recover.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It made them better. But I mean, also Pikachu could do fourth throw into up smash and kill Jigglypuff at
Oh yeah.
40.
You see Hungry Box's video on that? He's just like, this isn't right. This isn't right. Just shows him getting hit with that 3 times on different occasions, and he's just shaking my head. This is dumb.
This is
so dumb. So rage. We want rage minimized or gone, and we want the ledge to remain the same. The ledge mechanic.
We want ledge trumping to remain the same, and then I want extended invincibility. I don't think you should be able to do frame.
Two framing them or something.
Neutral get up.
And then have them having no options.
Yeah.
They should have. I think it could get extended to having at least the option of shielding, if they go for it. Well. Oof.
You don't have enough invincibility on any of your options while you do get up.
Yeah, the danger with that, you don't want it to just be so high that they just get on for free with neutral get up, right? That's the balance. I get what you're saying.
Smash 4 has too much time that you are able to be hit.
Gotcha. Or too little invincibility. Gotcha. Yeah, too little invincibility.
Because there are things that work that don't look like they should work, but they do because of the.
My first thought is when Fox, when he's on the stage ledge guarding someone, he goes for the F smash.
Yeah, that's my first thought too.
Yeah.
F smash has since the hitbox is out for so long for F smash, and it moves across so much of the stage. If you do a neutral get up or a roll or something, or get up attack.
It'll just connect.
It'll beat out all of those options because since the hitbox is out for so long, it doesn't matter that there's 1 frame or 2 frames of vulnerability. It doesn't matter how long those windows are. If there's any, that move is going to hit it, right? And it feels bad. It feels bad.
Feels good. Fox me. All right. Yeah. No, I do agree to an extent. I hope if they do decide to change stuff, I just hope that they don't overdo it and basically give people a free.
I think Smash 5 is probably like Smash 5 is the best opportunity they've had to make a successful iteration of Smash Brothers, as opposed to a whole new thing. Instead of introducing new mechanics and radically changing how the game works,
they can fine tune it.
They
and make
can
it
really
nice.
really fine tune it because I think Smash 4 is pretty close.
Yeah.
There's just a few outliers that really bring it down.
Yep. And hopefully Nintendo's been paying attention.
Yeah, I feel like Smash 5 is the best chance for this that they've had yet, at least.
Yep.
Yeah. So we want them to change the ledge mechanics, but keep the biggest change, that is ledge jumping.
Yeah.
Get rid of rage, or just change something.
Minimize it. Just lower it. Just lower the intensity of it. At the very least.
That's hard. That's hard to I feel like it's probably hard to change rage in a way that makes it feel like it matters. If you
have them not pop up, then have people not pop up for no reason. It's rage that does that, but I don't know the logistics of it. But just make it so that people don't die early based off of some move that pops them up so high and they can do nothing about it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Or maybe make the ability to SDI easier. That way, if that kind of thing still does exist,
improved SDI is actually a new thing that I'd like to address here. I think better SDI.
This is hard.
Well, in general, though, I think that could be better SDI would give you defensive options while you're getting comboed.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be better. And again, that's a hard balance to get right. I think Melee actually did a really good job of that, where you can SDI certain moves if you're really on point, but it's tough.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard enough to the point where it is not consistent enough to be a broken defensive option.
Yeah.
Right? You can't just SDI out of everything and laugh as they try and kill you. You have to really focus, and if you get your SDI right, you've earned yourself another chance by getting that.
Balancing a good combo game versus getting out of stuff. So making sure a good combo game without it being too broken or it being too hard to combo. Yeah.
Another thing I think that everybody wants, or most people want, is just a little bit more hit stun from Smash 4 to Smash 5. Just a little bit to give those bad characters their combos. The good characters continue to have their combos, but there are bad characters right now that are so close
to being good.
They're so close to having good stuff.
Yep.
They're almost there, but they miss it by a couple frames.
What characters are you thinking of?
Lucario.
Lucario
is the big one for me. Yeah. Because Lucario has so many almost confirms.
Yeah.
Into back air. It's so down air, down tilt almost confirms into perfect pivot back air. Almost. It's so close. It is the closest.
Does it not work at certain percents?
It just doesn't work
at all. Oh wow.
But it is if you buffer if you go into a training mode and with that mod and you buffer air dodge, you can see the hitboxes and stuff. He's literally 2 or 3 frames.
Sad day.
From down tilt connecting.
Sad day.
Yeah, that would be Sakurai, please. That would be so nice if I could just down tilt into back air.
And he's like, okay, but Lucario actually is not in this game. Rip dog.
Okay.
I'll give it.
Mario can down tilt into back air.
to blank Pokemon that is now, that's the newest one and now is in this game.
I would not be surprised if there was, so they're making a new Pokemon game for the Switch. Yeah. That's going to be a main title. Which means that it's going to have new Pokemon in it.
And those dudes,
I would not be surprised
straight up.
Greninja especially, but Greninja, Lucario, and Charizard. I think Pikachu's safe.
Oh, Pikachu's super safe, dude. Original 8.
Because he's original 8.
Original 8/12.
And
That's over. He's definitely in.
I think Jigglypuff is also safe because of the same thing.
Same thing.
But
They're too iconic.
those three, I think, they're in the
hot seat or whatever, the danger zone, the red zone, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, we'll go with that one.
Yeah. Are you gonna say something else?
Yeah, I was gonna say they're up against the wall. So
I mean, yeah.
I mean, like it's
a little bit more morbid, but yeah. Anyway, so like,
I wouldn't be surprised if they got replaced by some new like hip Pokemon they're trying to brand their market.
Yeah. So it depends on how relevant Charizard, Greninja, and Lucario are in this new game, and if they're not like the main thing, if they're just like a Pokemon that you could get, it's done.
Yeah, I think it's
done.
over. I think Greninja's out. He's not popular enough.
You think he was that one-hit wonder based off of the timing of Super Smash Bros. For Wii U? And the fact that he was the newest thing, and
well, if he was in the game, he was in the game because of the Pokemon game.
Yeah, I'm saying like because that coincided.
He's the same. He's in the game for the same reason Corrin's in the game.
Because she showed up with. Okay, but Corrin is in Fire Emblem Warriors, whatever it's called. Yeah.
So, the reason she was put in Smash is because she was coming out in Fire Emblem.
She was like the main character of the.
Right, it came out after
that
Smash
was her
Brothers.
Game. Gotcha.
It was specifically
to promote
mark
her.
Yeah, I'm feeling bad for Victor and Chasen over here, but like I don't think their characters.
Chasen doesn't care, dude. He's got Mario. Granted, Mario could be actual trash. Chasen, for those who don't know, is Silent Rain. He's number one in this state.
Rain,
yep. Yeah. Mario actually is in danger of being garbage. Like Mario's actually been known to be mediocre at best. Besides this last iteration.
Yeah. So Smash 4 Mario is definitely like the best iteration of Mario that a Smash game has seen.
Easy.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was worse. I don't think he's gonna be like. I don't think Mario will ever be a bad character.
He was bleh in some of them, but
so are we counting Melee where he's not viable because he's in the lower 70%?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, come on, you got it. Like people will understand that, but he was still not good. Like it doesn't change the fact.
And then Brawl Mario was
not good either.
Was there?
Yeah, he was not good. Sporting the new Levi's though. See that?
Yeah.
They tried to make him look so realistic, but he still was so cartoony, so it was just this weird
it was some
result. Link looked dope because he's more humanoid, right? So he looked
he's
kind of
not a weird goblin creature.
No, he's just like a human. Well, he's an elf, but like elvish.
He's a Hylian.
They look like elves, man. They elves. Basically, he looked like more like a human than Mario does.
Oh yeah.
If any of you guys play Mario Odyssey,
Mario's not a human being.
Yeah, like you go to New Donk City. Used to call it New Dank City. They're actual humans, and I legitimately thought up until that game that was just the way they drew humans.
Nope.
And
the Mushroom Kingdom.
I was like, wait, what?
The Mushroom Kingdom's like a weird
dimensional
gnome
thing.
dimension.
They're gnomes.
Or goblins. I don't know.
Wario's a goblin. For free, dude. He's greedy, loves money, and has goblin ears.
He's totally got
goblin face. He's just a fat goblin.
Well,
you heard it here first. Probably not here first, honestly. Yeah, anyway. Hopefully you heard it here last. Anyway. We're going off topic.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't think those characters are going to be in there. So now we're moving more into like expect.
Yeah.
What? Okay, of the roster for Smash 4, who is returning not the original
12?
Yeah.
Everyone from Melee who was in Smash 4, if that makes sense.
Okay, so you're
besides Mewtwo.
The big ones are besides Mewtwo?
Yeah, I don't know if Mewtwo's coming back.
I think Lucas is less likely
to come back
from Brawl.
Lucas wasn't from Melee, saying people in Melee.
Melee.
So besides those who were in Melee that were in Smash 4. So like obviously Young Link is not in that. So
you think Roy's coming back also?
And not Roy.
Okay.
And not Roy.
Okay.
Anyone I think like Marth will be back for free. He's iconic at this point. Ness is original 12, never mind. Trying to think who else is in there.
Okay, so of this list, I don't think Bowser Jr. is coming back. I don't think Little Mac's coming back. Toon Link is up in the air for me because he might come back, but he also might not.
Yeah.
It really depends on how they decide to handle the Breath of the Wild Link.
Yeah.
I don't think that Dark Pit's coming back. I don't think that Palutena is coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Pit might come back, but it's unlikely.
Yeah.
For me. I don't think Robin's coming back. I don't think Duck Hunt is coming back. Kirby, DDD, Meta Knight, Fox, Falco, Pikachu, those guys are all safe.
Yeah.
Charizard probably. He might come back.
Mm-hmm.
They might also switch him out with something else.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Lucario
is in danger. He couldn't come back, but he's in danger.
I want him to come back, obviously.
In my opinion, he's got more of that iconic feel. It's not like crazy enough for me to be like, oh, he's definitely coming back. But he's definitely more iconic than Greninja.
They do push him in terms of like a fighting game character.
Yeah, and like he's been in Pokken. He's in Pokken. He's a big one.
He's in Pokken
so
games.
like there's a chance. There's like don't give up yet.
There's also like when they came out with the fourth generation, which is I hope he was in the fourth generation. I think that's the one he came out in. I'm bad with remembering which.
Don't worry, dude. The last Pokemon game I played was Emerald. I'm so sorry.
What I'm saying.
I was a Generation 3 person.
What I'm saying is he was definitely like the most popular Pokemon from that generation.
Yeah.
Easy. And they actually came out with like they tried to like that generation had a lot of furry bait in it specifically.
Yeah.
Is that what's causing this? Yeah. Sorry. There's like a crackling noise. I'm trying to get rid of it. Something on the table is like
shaking. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
I don't think it's.
I'm sorry, guys. I think it's our headphones.
Yeah. If you guys don't hear anything, cool.
I'm just gonna ignore it now.
Yeah.
And if
we're just gonna sound crazy.
We're just crazy. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Nothing happened.
I think Lucario and Greninja are they're it's hard. I think Lucario is more likely than Greninja, just because the Greninja is not in DX, Pokken.
Nope.
And I think like he's overall like a less popular character than Lucario.
Yep.
But I could be wrong, I guess.
Yeah.
I think Rob is probably coming back.
He's coming back.
I think Ness is obviously safe.
Ness is safe. Yeah.
Captain Falcon. Yeah, we don't really need
12.
him. We don't really need him in the
12.
game. Captain Falcon's not really necessary for Smash Brothers.
The OG 12 are staying.
Yes.
For free.
Absolutely.
No question.
Villager might.
Are there any Animal Crossing?
They just came out with that phone game. The Animal Crossing phone game.
Camp or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Boot camp. I'm just kidding. It's not boot camp. I'm kidding.
Well, I mean, I'm thinking he's probably safe though because
camp something.
I'm thinking he's probably safe just because Animal Crossing is a massive.
Do you think they're gonna add another character from Animal Crossing? Like, aren't there other characters like a dog or something?
Like a villager?
Like, is there like a dog or something? I haven't played any of the Animal Crossing games.
There's a lot of dogs. I think there's like 3 or 4.
Like, what about the yellow one? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't think she's like a secretary or some shit.
Is she? Okay, I don't know who these people are.
I haven't played Animal Crossing. Olimar, I don't want to be in the game.
Are they coming out with a new Pikmin game? Am I tripping?
I want to say yes. I don't pay attention to that.
I felt like I saw something.
I feel like they announced the new Pikmin game, didn't they?
Yeah.
Right?
I thought they did. I legitimately thought they did. I think they did.
Well, I hope he's not because I don't like him.
Oh.
I think Wii Fit Trainer is gone.
Wii Fit Trainer, I feel like, is leaving with the Wii U.
Yeah.
And was she she was on the Wii, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Was there anything about her on the Wii U? Like, besides Smash, obviously?
I don't think so.
Then I think she's gone.
Shulk might get replaced with...
By Rex.
Is that his name?
Yeah, from Xenoblade 2.
Shulk might get replaced by that guy. Dr. Mario, maybe not.
That's a weird one for me. I don't know. Like, he's a veteran, but It depends on how
give him
Sakurai deals with clones.
They should change his side B into something else.
Because if I remember correctly, Sakurai was saying that he
Make him a
was
little bit
being
more
done
different.
with clones, like for Smash 4 or whatever. But then he came out with clones. Like someone had said, like that's what he had said. And
Oh
then,
yeah, well okay. So here's the deal: is he was like, I'm done making. Like he didn't ever say that he's done making clones. But he's like, what I think they said was they're not going to prioritize making clones over other characters.
Yeah.
If they have the resources to make a new character fully, then they're going to use that to make that character, and they're not going to
as opposed
use it
to
on a clone.
making a clone.
But making a clone does not require as many resources as making a normal character.
Yep.
And so when they have the extra whatever they need to make a character, but they don't have a full time to make a character, they're just like make Dark Pit.
Yeah.
He's
gone.
Dark Pit, by the way, who is next, is Ultra gone.
Oh, is he next on that? That's funny. I didn't even realize
Yeah.
that. He's super done.
It's likely that Lucina is gone, in my opinion. I think that, like, she's a really popular character, and I don't necessarily want her gone, but if she stays, they're going to have to change her.
I was about to say that. I think if she does stay, they'll change her moveset. I don't think she'll be a clone.
Like, a little bit.
A little, yeah. Does she have anything cool with, like, her, like, what do you call it,
The mask?
the mask?
I think she looks cooler with the mask on.
Does she get any, like, are there any moves that could happen that were tied to the mask in, like,
No.
Awakening? Okay.
No, she wore it for the first 3 scenes she was in, and then took
To, like,
it off
hide
and
her
never-
identity?
Yep, and then never put it back on again.
Is that when she called herself Marth?
Yep.
Okay. I have not played this game. I just know some of
The reason she was doing that is because so also not only it makes out of all the characters, it makes the most sense for her to be a clone. Because her training in sword fighting is based specifically on the style that Marth used.
Got it.
Whatever, 3,000 years ago or whatever.
So that makes sense.
Yeah. I think Pac-Man's gone because Bandai Namco's not making this one, and that's the reason he was in the last one.
Really? I didn't know that was why. Okay.
That's pretty much why.
Okay. Like, it goes without saying.
Yeah.
That was why. Okay.
I think if Bandai Namco puts a character in this one, it's going to be Goku. I'm not even like messing with that.
What?
Yeah.
I was kidding. Okay. I don't know what my face was when I heard
That's
you
a
say
pretty
that.
good one.
I was just like, what?
You gave me like a
For a split second, I was trying to process what you were saying. Really?
Um,
I joke about that, and I low-key want that to happen, but I don't think it'll
Bandai
happen.
Namco came out and said, if you want Goku in Smash Brothers, ask publicly. They were just like, we're cool with it.
Oh, duh. Like, who wouldn't want, like, it's like free promotion. Like,
Who wouldn't want their character in Smash
it's
Brothers?
promotion, yeah. Like, actually, also news, I don't know if you saw this, but Microsoft, the guy who's in charge of, I don't know the exact, he was saying that, he was asked, would you be okay with having Banjo-Kazooie on Smash? And all he said was, yup.
Yeah.
So they're basically saying if you want it.
That
like,
one's more complicated, just
Yeah.
because of like that's like a rights thing. That's
but
weird.
Microsoft is like, we'll give it to you.
Yeah.
Microsoft is open to it, like straight up.
I would be cool.
And
with
it's
that.
real. In my opinion, it's realistic. But anyway.
I think that fits way
Banjo-Kazooie
more.
could really.
I think
Then Goku.
I think Goku that fits.
Bro, that'd be so
fits much
dope
better.
if Goku was on that though. I might main him. I would, as would
think-
anyone else. Like what I just said really has no value because like everyone would be like,
Yep.
oh Goku, I'd main him.
Goku would be pretty cool.
Yeah, no, that'd be dope.
Mega Man. They're coming out with a new Mega Man game,
Are they? Yeah, he'll probably come back.
Um,
Honestly, he might come back. I'm gonna be
but
real.
it's not a Nintendo game. It's Capcom,
Oh,
and I'm not sure. Capcom. I know they had a deal with Capcom for
Mhm.
this game because they put in Mega Man and they also put in
Ryu.
Ryu.
yeah.
And so I'm thinking that if they could put
Just depends on that
Mega Man back
status
in the game,
of the deal.
but it depends on the status of like
That's
their
pretty much-
relationship with Capcom.
Yeah.
I think Sonic's gonna be back in because Sonic's too big of a.
Too iconic.
He's too iconic.
In fact, not only is Sonic going to be there, but I'm pretty sure another character from that series is
I
going to be
think
there.
they should put.
Knuckles or Shadow. Maybe Eggman.
I don't think Eggman's gonna be in. I think Knuckles is more
He'd
like.
be a heavier Bowser Jr.
Knuckles is gonna be more
That's
like.
what he would be, dude. That's actually what he would be.
That'd be kind of silly.
It'd
Actually,
be, he'd be bad. That sounds like he'd be bad. But anyway.
That sounds like it'd be really bad.
Yeah. Combo food and you have terrible frame data? Okay,
And
cool.
slow.
And slow, yeah.
I think that of the characters from the Sonic's Furry Friend cast, it's gonna be likely that it's either Knuckles
you're not wrong.
or.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Look at me.
Continue.
I think it's gonna likely be Knuckles or Tails or Shadow.
Yeah, I could see Shadow getting in there. I could see
Shadow would be fucking a clone character though.
Not necessarily. That'd be dope if they didn't make him a clone.
Would he have,
I really hope he doesn't.
Would he have the guns?
He would glide like Cloud. He'd like skate when he runs.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah. Would he have the guns though from Shadow the Hedgehog?
I don't know.
I want him to have guns.
We already know what his final smash.
He wouldn't have guns, but I really wish they would put him in with the guns, and that'd be hilarious.
That'd be funny.
Because it's like Shadow. It's like Shadow's the edgelord.
Yeah.
Character in that franchise, and so do you know this? They came out with a game for him.
Yeah,
and he swears all the time, and he just mom doesn't understand.
He's an emo
and he's got guns,
punk.
and he can choose to follow the light, or he can follow darkness, or he can do his own path and choose his own destiny.
Edgy anti-hero.
Oh man, that game was the worst.
But it was great though.
It was the worst, most awesome example of that.
The Room of Sonic games.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Well, there's just too many bad Sonic games.
But was it the Room of Shadow of Sonic games?
No, because this one, like, I feel like deep down in their hearts they knew when they were making it, and I feel like the Room.
They legitimately just tried.
They
thought they were gonna make it like.
They really did an attempt.
It's so good. That movie's so good. It's so bad, but it's so bad it's good.
Okay, Mewtwo.
No, but
no,
I don't think so. But
I think Mewtwo's more likely to get in than Lucario and Greninja and Charizard.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe I don't know because I don't think he'll get in, and I think if he does get in, it'll be the exact same way.
Like DLC.
Yeah, I think what's gonna happen is Sakurai's gonna want to put more room for these new Pokemon. Because they could put like maybe 2 or 3. 3 would be pushing it. 1 to 2, like of the Pokemon.
One new Pokemon.
And Pikachu.
Are they so of the Pokemon? It's
so
gonna be like
Pikachu,
one new thing.
Yeah.
Pikachu.
Yeah.
Jigglypuff.
So that's 3 already, and then maybe 1 more. That's pushing it. So I don't think there's just going to be enough room.
It depends on the size of the rest of the roster.
So like 1 more, like half of the.
Like when this game got released, there were 4. 5.
And now there's 6?
And now there's 6.
Including Mewtwo, because of Mewtwo.
Yep.
Wait, what? So Pikachu, Jigglypuff, Charizard, Greninja, Lucario, and...
That's 5.
And Mewtwo. Okay,
6.
Yeah.
So I think we're likely to get 4 or 5 again. And I think it's going to be...
Maybe Mewtwo would make the cut. I don't know. If he comes in, I honestly still think it's going to be DLC. Which could happen. People will be like, oh, I want Mewtwo back. And hopefully... Nintendo's going to be... It all also depends on how receptive and how tuned of an ear Nintendo has with its fans. Which, there's a chance it could be improved. Because, look...
The only thing Nintendo's good at is making video games.
Look.
They're bad at everything else.
Look, they were bad at everything else. We don't want to necessarily jump the gun here because the way that they're approaching everything now, especially with the Switch, it's like almost a different model. Because they're really getting into the social media stuff. They introduced Nintendo versus there is a chance. There is a chance.
There's always a chance.
There's a chance. It's like from Dumb and Dumber. Have you seen that movie? Dumb and Dumber?
Yes.
Oh, so you're saying there's a chance.
There's a chance.
So
we just have to believe in Nintendo.
I have hopes. It could still be like I don't think it's gonna be worse. I think at the very worst it'll be about the same.
Yeah.
At the very best, they'll really push and work with other companies to make stuff happen. Like I really think.
That would be cool.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I
wish.
And if that's the case, then I really think we could get a really crazy cast. By the time this game Smash 5 is like midway through its life.
I think I'm gonna address like the cast, like what we want the cast to look like after we're done going through all the characters.
Mm-hmm.
But next up is Lucas, who I think is either Ultra gone or just regular gone. I don't think he's coming back. Because they just add a different character from Earthbound or Mother or whatever. Just add a different one that's not Lucas.
Like Lucas's mom.
Too soon?
It's always too soon.
Roy's gone.
You think Roy's gone?
Yeah, I think Roy's gone. They're either gonna put in Lin or
Oh yeah,
like I want Lin.
Lin would be dope.
Or Chrom, I think.
Okay, who's the main character in the Warriors game? Like those the
Hyrule
siblings?
Warriors?
The siblings? Not
Those,
Hyrule.
those or
Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem, whatever.
Wrong. Yeah.
The Warriors.
The
game.
Warriors.
It's
format.
Yeah.
Like those twins, the blonde twins. Or whatever?
They're new, I think.
Potential, you think?
Maybe one of the characters from the phone game.
Okay.
That came out.
The heroes.
Yeah, Fire Emblem Heroes.
Maybe. Yeah.
There were new characters in that as well.
Those I think
Fire
have
Emblem
less
has-
of a chance. I don't think they're gonna really look too hard to mobile.
Fire Emblem has such a massive cast.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna look to mobile because they have such a massive cast. I think if anything, they're gonna look to one of their Switch games.
It's more likely that they're going to look to one of the main
the
protagonists.
Switch games. Yeah. So
or
like that
different-
blonde.
So
those blonde-
here's the reason why I think that the Warriors game isn't going to get it is because that's not a mainline series game and that wasn't
Okay.
made by Nintendo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, is there a Switch game that's made by?
No, not for a Fire Emblem.
Not right now. Probably there will be, but not right now.
If there is, then that could be it. But considering like the launch release
DLC.
window,
DLC.
I think it's going to be
DLC if they do it.
If
yeah.
they have a new character from Fire Emblem that's
Actually,
like
I
not in an
almost
existing.
I predict that actually that it just seems like that'll fit.
Well, they're going to
like
do the
they're
Corrin.
They're gonna do the Corrin
The
thing. They're
new
gonna
game is
Corrin
come
someone.
out- Yeah, exactly. They're
Coronate
a new
somewhat.
a new game is going to come out for Fire Emblem, and they're going to be like, look, also in
Pun
Smash,
level.
and that's
over
marketing,
9,000.
and that's how you get people to care about your character.
That pun level was over 9,000 right there. That's good. Bam.
Goku's not in Smash yet. That's not Smash related yet.
Say what?
That's not a Smash related joke yet. But it could
Yet.
be. But it could be.
Vegeta.
If Vegeta,
Vegeta DLC baby.
Oh my God.
Vegeta DLC baby. I would main him so fast. Trunks.
Let's-
Don't get me started.
Okay, no.
Don't
the
get me
whole
started.
cast of Dragon Ball
No, not
Fighter
the
Z.
dragon. No. Just the cool ones, like Krillin.
Krillin's cool.
Kuririn. Like Tien, dude. You'd main Tien so hard. You would. Yeah. I got you. Over. You would main Tien so fast.
Man, you're right.
So fast.
I'd ban him over Ryu. That's for fucking.
He'd be
sure.
like Luma, Rosalina and Luma. He'd have Chaozu.
Oh, dude, that'd be so dope.
And then his final smash.
Can you
not final
imagine-
Smash. He could like blow up
No, he
Chaozu, and then Chaozu would reappear, and he'd be
No.
like, Chaozu, no.
no. He'd get wished back by the Dragon Balls. Like the dragon would appear and like.
Oh, Goku would get that. No, Goku would get Spirit Bomb.
Yeah.
His final smash.
Goku would get Spirit Bomb.
Spirit Bomb. Done.
And they'd like have to animate all the other. They'd have to like
It'd be
model all the other characters to like give him energy, like for the animation.
Yeah.
That'd be super. Or like it takes from all the stages instead of all the planets. Dude.
Yo. And it could be cool if they added some humor to it too. So like some of them be like reluctant, be like, fine. Like from all the other characters and stuff.
Oh,
That'd be
dude,
great.
what if it like went through like the whole cast?
Actually, I don't think they'd use the cast. They just use Dragon Ball Z characters. Is that what you were saying?
That's why I'm saying.
Oh, I was talking about
They'd
like
have to
Smash
model.
cast.
That'd be kind of funny.
That'd be
Like
funny.
Palutena is like sure.
Sure, yeah, yeah. But no, I think what you're saying is more realistic.
No, they'd have to like model like just
Which-
like Krillin and like Vegeta, whatever.
Yep,
Chaozu.
that'd be so good.
Chaozu, but not Tien. Don't put Tien in the game. I'd have to man him. Ryu's gone. Ryu's Ultra gone.
Yeah.
Ryu's Ultra Mega Dodeca Final Version Ultra Instinct.
Shoryuken out of here.
Gone.
Shoryuken out of here.
He's the out of all these.
Instead, we're
characters-
having Ken.
Out of all these characters,
Bro.
I think he's the most gone, and I think it's much more likely that Monster Hunter is going to show up as a character if a Capcom character shows up.
Oh, yeah.
Than Ryu. I think it's
Than
just
Street
much
Fighter.
more likely because they've been pushing Monster Hunter so hard because of the Monster Hunter World, which is out now. But they put Monster Hunter in Marvel vs. Capcom. They put Monster Hunter in Street Fighter. They put Monster Hunter in Monster Hunter, obviously. But they've been crossing over Monster Hunter with
Been spreading its-
Mega Man and Devil May Cry and Street Fighter, and in the past they've done it with Strider Hiryu and just every single other Capcom thing ever. So they cross over Monster Hunter a lot. So I think it's more likely that Monster Hunter is going to
He's
show up
gonna get into Smash, yeah.
than Ryu. Cloud.
Half and half.
I don't think Cloud's gonna be back. I think it's gonna be Noctis,
Oh yeah, they're just gonna promote their other
but
stuff.
maybe not because Noctis is in Tekken now.
This is Square Enix, right?
Yeah.
So do you think they're going to be
it's
cool?
either going to be Noctis, which I think it's less likely.
Sora.
Yeah, because Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out.
They just would have to have some trouble with Disney. Like, I don't know how that would work. Like, they couldn't have Goofy and Donald, would they?
Yeah, that's rough. That's rough.
Or
I feel
Mickey.
like that's a dangerous line to tread.
Bro, Sora would. He sounds like he'd fit so well.
Sora would fit.
Disney characters, frankly.
Have you played any Kingdom Hearts?
I have played Chain of Memories on the Game Boy Advance.
Okay, so you've got a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Was Sora in that game? I never played.
Sora was definitely in that game.
I don't remember.
Sora was
There
there. I was Sora.
There are Game Boy games
I
where
am
you.
Sora. Anyway, so no.
There are Game Boy games where you only play as like Roxas.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay, no. I was Sora. It's legitimately when he's in Castle Oblivion. It's like similar to was it Kingdom Hearts? Was he in Castle Oblivion in Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2? He was in the castle, like in one of like the console games, right?
I mean, there are castles.
Like the white castle, just everything's just white.
That's definitely not in 1. It might be in 2.
2? Okay, I think it's.
I'm rusty on those games.
Same.
I've
seen some of them.
I have both. Well, maybe we'll play through them someday.
It's fun. I like the Game
Zero
Boy Advance one.
Zero just beat
Yeah.
got through all of his Game
Yeah, I saw him struggling though a little bit. Like I tuned in for a little bit, like about a week ago or something, and now he's killing it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seems like he's having fun. Anyway,
Corrin's gone.
Corrin's gone.
Corrin's gone. I wish I weren't so. I'm a fan of Corrin, but also I'm not a fan of Corrin. I think Corrin's way less cool than a lot of other characters in that game. And here's what happened was Fire Emblem got released.
Mm-hmm.
Fire Emblem Fates got released after Smash Brothers, and they didn't know who was the most popular characters.
Oh.
And so they put Corrin in the game because flagship, right?
Yeah.
That's the player character.
Yeah.
And because you can do the male or the female version.
They just kept both.
And so they just put in both. I think that if we get a character from Fates, it's much more likely. What?
The twins, the blonde, they could do the same thing because they're siblings. They legitimately could do the same thing, unless they have different abilities.
Well, I mean, if they put in somebody from Fates,
I don't know their names, but
I don't know their names either.
Yeah.
If they put in somebody from Fates, though, it's likely to be like not a main character, like a side character.
Okay.
Like I forget all of their names. I only played through that game like once.
I've never played a Fire.
I was really hyped for that game when it was coming out, and then Corrin ended up being such white bread in that game that I just kind of hated it.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it, but like I was on my hype.
Disappointed. Yeah.
Because that's what happens with like the player characters.
Yeah.
And what I liked so much about Awakening was that Robin wasn't really the main character. It was like Chrom and Lucina.
Yeah.
But in Fates, Corrin is the main character,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so that kind of like bland player character personality just kind of is like, if there's another main character, it's Azura, who I don't think is going to be like a player in Smash Brothers.
Gotcha.
So.
Oh, also, in terms of characters that are coming in that aren't in here right now, because we were just talking about those who were ousted, we think are going to be gone.
Well, let's finish that up real quick. Hold
Okay.
that thought, because the following characters are going to be in it. Bayonetta and Mies, I think, are both going to be in.
Mies?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think the Mies are going to be back. I think the Mies are going to be back.
I don't know. I don't know. Like I don't have
If
a
the
feeling
Mies are
of
not
one or the
back,
other.
if the Mies are not back, one thing that would be cool is you could create your own Inkling, like what they look like.
That'd be dope.
Because you could do that
You
with
get
the Mies.
you would definitely get a lot of Inklings in the early meta of the game, if that was an ability. There'd be a lot of
Possible.
Inkling mains, unless they were trash. But I don't know if they're gonna be trash.
Somehow I feel
don't
like
think
they're
they're
going to
gonna
be like high mid tier.
Yeah, I think they're gonna. I think
They're going to be
high
like
tier.
fast ranged like zoners, like gross.
They may not hit hard though.
I think they're gonna be able to hit decently, and they're gonna have the downside of they have to refill their ink over time. So they're gonna have kind of like a Robin.
How are they gonna refill their ink? This is just
Just
down B or
down B.
something. Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be like the cloud. Be like cloud.
Like,
But they wouldn't be able to like. There's like ink's not gonna be on the stage. Like
you sure?
that'd be so busted because could they swim? Like you know what I mean? Like or can they not swim? Like how far do we have to go with this? You know what I mean? Because if they could swim and they just splat ink everywhere, that's dumb.
I think they splat ink.
That's stupidly dumb.
I think they splat ink everywhere, and I think
It's not
that the
even
ink
really good.
disappears really quickly over time.
That's busted still.
I don't know. I'm thinking of like Rivals of Aether.
How?
Like,
What's
how
their
the-
hurtbox like?
when they're swimming
in their ink. Can we down tilt? Maybe they better be hittable.
I think probably if they are able to go into the ink, their down B is going to be like a foop, boop, not like a like it is in the game. Because in the game it's really fast.
Yeah,
and I think for Smash they're gonna have to like do an animation to get into it.
Yeah,
so that they can't like just teleport everywhere all over the place.
Yeah, that'd be busted otherwise.
I'm actually really interested to see how they're going to make that character work, because they're either going to make that character super fun to play or super fucking busted to play against.
Yeah, I'm worried about it, but we'll see how it goes.
And I'm hoping it's going to be fun to play.
Yeah.
I
hope Inklings aren't, like, busted. I
so
hope
of the characters that are confirmed, who are you most excited for?
I want to see...
Not just, like, new characters.
To play?
Yeah.
Or just for other reasons, too.
Like, okay, so... In general,
so like in anything.
A
couple of them. I'd say I want to see.
And they don't have to be new characters, just confirmed for the game.
I'm overall excited for the characters that I played in Smash 4 that I'm playing because
Sheik and Fox are both in the new one.
Easy.
Not only easy, but like their shadows are there.
The shadows are there. Fox's original 12. Sheik was obviously in that silhouette like for free, and so they're in there. I'm excited for one thing, because this is the first time as a Smash player that I am entering a new game that, as a person who understands neutral a lot more than he did way back.
Yep.
So basically, a decent amount compared to literally nothing at all. I used to main Link in the other Smash games, and I would chuck stuff and thought I was good. And because I could not even really frame trap, I'm sure like 90% of those weren't even frame traps. They were just people being bad. And so I would just chuck stuff out and get hits and say, oh, I'm good. And so what I'm excited for now is to take what I've learned in Smash 4 and use it in Smash 5 and have a huge head start compared to other people. Will actually be, it's like being called Smash 4 veterans, like the term Brawl veterans.
That's
will now
feel
apply to
weird.
Us. Yeah.
That's going to feel weird.
It makes us sound like we're old, but...
I'm excited for the people that are going to show up for this game.
Yes, that's also another thing, too, but that's a little off topic.
That's literally something I had literally never considered.
I thought about that, too. No,
I hadn't thought about, like, the community's going to
Trust me, it's going to blow up. Actually, yes, it's going to blow up. Think about it, man. The Wii U was terrible as a console, and still a great scene showed up, and now... Smash is going to be on a successful console that's going to be huge.
Wow.
That's huge.
Super Smash Brothers is going to be on a successful console for the first time.
Well, okay. Well, no, it's not
Except
for
the
Wii.
Wii.
The GameCube was also not bad, right? Was it? Did it not do good?
Did it not do good? Fine.
Okay.
Like Melee was the best-selling game on it.
Oh yeah. Well, think about it. Look, the GameCube didn't do like super great. It did okay.
The GameCube was competing with the PlayStation 2.
The Wii was good, okay. And then,
which is like you can't.
Yeah, the PS2 was stupid. It was amazingly good. And so, and then Brawl was good because the Wii, like in terms of sales, it was really good. And then Smash 4 was still good in terms of the competitive scene that grew from it. Right, on a terrible console in terms of other games.
Smash 4 did as good as it possibly could have.
Yeah, and now think about that.
For being on like one of the worst.
There's a boost already. There's a developed scene for Smash for the newer games that is seamlessly transitioning to Switch on a super successful console, and you already have, it's not like you're starting from the ground up with a successful console, which would already be good in and of itself, but you have an amazing developed scene already, and then Nintendo on top of it immediately looks like they're really pushing it, and they looks like they've learned some stuff, like in terms of marketing stuff. It can potentially be so massive, and it depends how far Nintendo wants to take it. So there's that for going back to your question about the characters I'm excited for. Fox and Sheik, because I mained them in Smash 4, and I'm excited to see what I can do with them now. Hopefully they won't change to the point where it's like they're trash or anything. I don't think they'll be trash. Sheik, okay, potentially could be garbage, honestly. She could be, depending on the meta.
It's possible.
Because she's just so, I don't know what the word is. Fragile is the wrong word, but it's like things can work against her pretty quickly and affect her pretty quickly just because of the nature of her character.
Her strengths and weaknesses are very pronounced.
That's the right word.
And then they're easy to take advantage of either way.
Yep, it depends on the meta. Or she could take advantage of people in that same
Well, I mean,
situation.
like, the strengths or weaknesses, they're both easy to take advantage of.
Yeah, exactly. Fox, I think, will be decent. I want to see what I can do with him. And so those are the two characters I'm most excited for specifically. However, I don't really have necessarily character loyalty. I could switch. I just like rushdown characters a lot. I like fast rushdown characters.
Pressure based.
They could take a few hits to kill. But I don't mind. Like it could take a while, but I don't mind that. I like the fast rush down pressure based characters, like you're saying. As far as other characters that I'm excited to see at the very least, I want to see Samus, dude. I think if you look at the silhouette for Samus, she's there and she looks a little different, based off a little bit.
That and they're gonna put her in, and it's gonna be based on the new Metroid.
Exactly, and I think she's gonna look a little different.
She might work differently too.
She might work differently.
This might be the game where they just change everybody's movesets, because I feel like that's something that they could do and they haven't done yet.
At least the ones that have new games, for sure. I don't know if they're gonna.
No, I think they're gonna. I think
like a lot
they're already messing with Link.
Well, Link that's because of new game.
Right. But they're messing with a character that has existed
for a long time.
For a long time.
And what I'm saying is, I think the characters that have new games, and by new I mean like on the Switch, games on the Switch, even if it was the first game on the Switch, those characters are the ones that are going to be changed. And I think Nintendo's going to see that, and they're going to just quickly try to change some stuff. Mario, obviously, Super Mario Odyssey. Cappy's going to be involved, I believe in that, for sure. New game, Samus potentially can have a new moveset. Are there any other new games on the Switch? Pokemon, obviously, will be new Pokemon.
I think the new Pokemon game has a very good chance of getting a character.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the games that we think. So obviously, you're excited for the characters you've already played.
Yeah.
I'm not excited for anybody yet because I don't know enough about it.
Gotcha.
I can't be excited. Like I'm anxious more than excited.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
I know my characters are coming back for free.
You have,
so I've got that like safety. So
you've got
that insurance, man.
Yeah.
That Sakurai insurance, Sakurai guarantee.
Like Fox is gonna be in the game,
of course.
Right, and so you don't even have to worry about that at all.
Like bet money on that, yeah.
Yeah, my character has been in half the games. It's a pretty good record so far, but we'll see.
Brawl
and also here's like the other thing is they might change Lucario so much if he is in the game that I don't feel like playing him anymore.
Do you think they're going to change him to the point of just changing his playstyle? Do you like him for the playstyle?
It's tough to figure out.
To articulate and process that. Yeah.
I feel like if they change Lucario too much, like if they emphasize Rage or Aura more than they did this game, I'm gonna stop liking him probably.
Gotcha.
Because that's not like the things that I like about him. I like using
the grab
War
and
Sphere.
combo game.
I like the grab and combo game, and I like his moves just feel good.
Yeah.
They need to make Nair more like
slicey.
Nair as it is right now doesn't feel like it hits the way it should, except for at a very specific percent.
When he has a lot of aura.
No, I feel like when he has a lot of aura and you get hit by Nair and you explode off the stage, you're like, what? It doesn't feel like that's what should happen.
Yeah.
I feel like Nair only hits the way I think it should hit at like low medium percent.
Gotcha.
I think what they need to do with that move is they need to like really sell. They either need to make it not hit very hard and combo late percent.
Gotcha.
Or they need to make it hit hard early percent so it hits away.
Gotcha.
Because as it is right now, that move doesn't feel good. But here's the thing: is that is his only move that does not feel good to hit somebody with. Like forward tilt, you get that good like puh, right?
Yeah.
It just feels good. Down air makes sense the way that it works. I like the way that it can be used. I don't think this was intentional, but I like the way that it can be used to confirm into other things as like a hit confirm.
Yeah. Like to side B.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of all of his throws, with the exception of down throw. I think down throw should be a kill throw. I think he should just like
bounce them off and they just go
bounce them
flying
off
and
the
die.
stage.
Yeah.
And I think that should be his kill throw. Forward throw is kind of like weird a little bit, but it still feels good because like the animation makes sense. He like grabs and then like pushes them immediately. If you grab them and then pummel them multiple times and then forward throw, it feels kind of weird.
Yeah.
Right. It really feels good. And his back throw is like the most satisfying thing to land of all time.
Yeah.
You just fucking judo throw them onto the
And they
ground.
just go flying.
I think here's the thing about Lucario is that, like I said earlier, he's one of those characters that would benefit very, very, very much from just a couple extra frames of hit lag, hit stun, or whatever you want to call it. Hit lag is after you hit them. No. Hit lag is when you hit somebody and you have the lag.
Gotcha.
Hit stun is when you get hit and you have lag from
Gotcha.
getting hit.
Got it.
Lucario would benefit so heavily that it would be absurd. Also, make side B work in the air, please. Like, oh my lord.
Speaking of which,
That would be so cool.
one thing that like came across my mind, I don't know how hard or how far Nintendo's gonna change like the universal mechanics of the game. Obviously, not gonna go too crazy with it because or else it wouldn't be Smash. But humor me with this. And actually, this is kind of a segue. What if you could grab in the air?
No, that doesn't work. Traditional fighting knowledge,
Doesn't go for that unless it's a command grab.
you can't beat grab by blocking.
Whoa.
And in other fighting games, the only other defensive option is to jump or dash.
Or you can attack though in the air.
You can attack on the ground too.
Well, yeah, no, but
Attacking beats grabs. Straight up.
yeah, that's what I'm
Right.
saying. So that would be a counter. It would basically just be
No, it doesn't work like that. Okay. Here's the deal: is if it's a neutral game and it's pure neutral,
Yeah.
grabs are close range, so they're unsafe against attacks.
yeah.
When you're in a pressure situation
Mhm.
and you are pressuring somebody else,
Yeah.
you can get up close to them and do a grab to beat their block. That's how the grab
Yeah,
works.
that's rock paper scissors of
If
Smash. Yeah.
people jump to get away from your grab
Yeah.
and you still grab them,
No, I'm saying you jump in the air and grab them.
yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah.
If you can grab people when they use an option specifically designed in fighting games to beat grab,
Yeah.
and you can still grab them, that makes grab too good.
But
You
like,
know?
doesn't that get countered by jump attack?
Okay, yeah, but jump attack gets countered by me waiting, right?
Well, yeah, but
okay,
well, yeah, it just basically what ends up happening if that was a thing is that the air game would be a lot more similar to the neutral game,
yeah,
like
I don't
in the
know.
ground game.
I
It
feel
would just
like that wouldn't work. I don't think because
Okay.
because the air game is not grab based, it's jump based and air dodge based.
Yeah.
And so you have limited resources in the air, so it's not a permanent escape, right? And that's how the air is designed.
yeah.
The ground is designed to be more traditional fighting game.
Okay.
And so if you could grab in the air, like I think
there are ways to punish that too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, imagine,
I think if you could grab in the air, it would have to be only with special moves,
okay.
or they would like have to be in like hit stun when you grab them.
Yeah, because like for example, you could punish someone like let's say they go for that. They think you're gonna jump and you like tomahawk, right? But you don't jump in and they jump grab. There could be end lag off of that, and then you could just punish them super hard for that, right? So it'd be I could see it being like a committal thing, but if you get it, you get it, and you can get follow ups.
They would have to have an immense amount of lag off of grabbing in the air.
which they would. I mean, like if you think like realistically, like if someone tried to
I don't think that would
do
work.
that? Okay.
I don't think that would work. I feel like there would be too much like mechanical shenanigans going on there.
Yeah, it would definitely make things a lot more complex.
Basically, what I'm thinking of is what if Donkey Kong could grab you in the air and cargo you, and then think about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like
He
part
would
of
go
the
for it
like
more,
grabs
yeah.
are too powerful.
That'd make him really good, specifically
Like,
because he had the ding dong.
Grabs in Smash 4 are already very powerful.
That's true.
Grabs in Smash are already very powerful.
Okay.
What if I could follow you in the air and grab you? Like Donkey Kong?
You get frame trapped. Gross.
Yeah, like think about that.
Gross, yeah.
Think about Donkey
It's-
Kong having everything that he has. You jump away from him, he jumps after you, grabs your foot, pulls you back down, cargo throws you, and does the ding dong. Imagine if you couldn't jump to get away from
We're also
Donkey
assuming though that grabs will still be overall just as powerful, like in terms of grab box and all that stuff in Smash 5. What if they weakened it but then introduced that? Like you could typically get out of grabs easier.
Grabs
with,
either
like,
have to like kill or combo, and I think that in this game they're more likely to be like a mix, like they are in Smash 4,
yeah.
which makes them inherently powerful because you have more options.
Yeah.
And so
They could make it primarily more combo and then get rid of like things like the ding dong, like these easy grab confirms that just kill.
well, melee is an example of
that.
very little kill throws, but very
Yeah.
much combo throws, and throws are just kills. If you
Pretty
get a
much.
grab, you can kill.
Yeah.
Like Fox.
So yeah,
throw
it's a
out there.
fine line. It's a fine line. It's just an idea that I had. It's a fine line though. Yeah, that it could go bad really easily. But do you think though, like
If
based
you
off
could
that,
grab in the air, I think it would have to be a special move only, and I think
fair enough.
Lucario's side B, would
Bowser-
be Bowser's side
side
B.
B, things
So
like
Bowser, you can grab in the air,
Yeah,
right? But that's different. That's what I'm saying.
it's a different thing.
It's different. I think Lucario's should work like Bowser's.
Okay.
I'm thinking if you press the grab button in the air, you should air dodge like you have in the rest of the games.
Yep.
Yep.
Do you think, going off of that, do you think Nintendo's gonna challenge the idea of these like mechanics, or do you think they're just gonna keep things similar?
Well, I think they're much more likely to keep things similar, but I'm hoping that they try to shake it up a little bit.
A little bit, yeah, because you don't want it to be too much, because then it would not feel like Smash anymore. It'd be like this weird thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see.
Oh, I do want to talk about a little bit, at least a very little bit, who is gonna get in terms of like who I think is just like guaranteed in.
Like who the characters?
Yeah, like that aren't in Smash 4 but will be in Smash 5 for free.
So like so new characters that have not been in previous games?
Or have been in previous games.
So like Wolf?
Wolf maybe, Ice Climbers definitely.
Ice Climbers is like a shoo-in for me because Sakurai is a big fan of Ice Climbers.
The only reason why he couldn't get in was because of the 3DS problem.
This 3DS problem.
And now that's not a problem because the 3DS, the equivalent of the 3DS and the Switch is the Switch. So
speaking of 3DS problem, the reason that was an issue actually was because of 8-player Smash, which I also think is coming back.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna.
Can you imagine like them having the Switch be a mobile console and not giving you the ability to just have 8 Switches?
Bro, they might just amp it up, bro. 16-player, 32-player Royale.
Well,
yo,
don't tweet at Sakurai because I don't want him to do that, but.
I think he's gonna do that. Actually, the more I think about it, I think he's gonna do like a 32-player thing. They could make. Look. Part of the stages, because they're not gonna get rid of the casual aspect of the game.
That might be too many.
Switch is powerful. So here's the thing, and if it's like, look, they could do 32. They could introduce like these big stages.
Yep.
Like the Palutena's Temple-esque stages. And they could introduce new modes, dude.
Yep.
Like new modes, like they could even do like league type stuff. Not League of Legends. I mean league like when I say league. Okay, I don't want to say league, but I was thinking like Splatoon 2, like league mode in Splatoon 2, for example. Like different modes. Like in Splatoon 2, there are things like Rainmaker. Like there's different modes. Like besides just like inking stuff. Like there's the typical turf war, right?
Yeah.
Then there's like other things like tower control, stuff like that. Yeah. I don't know if Smash might get into that kind of thing in terms of.
Well, they already do have that. There's coin battle and time battle and stock battle.
Yeah, I think they could expand on that. They think they will, frankly, like for the more casual side of things, obviously, right?
I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think that's like really something that I have enough knowledge about to. I
could see it happening really hard because now they've got the accessibility and the resources to do stuff like that. They could even do like capture the flag type stuff too. I don't know if they'll do something like dead on like that, but idea, you know what I mean? Like that idea of introducing new. I think that is gonna happen, and I think they'll use like these big stages for those kind of things. It's basically like Battlefield, but like these big map type stuff. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But a Smash version of it.
Yeah.
Could definitely see that happening. So,
that would be cool. Yeah, no, I'd be down with that.
That's for fun. Yeah, they'd be like 4v4v4v4v4v4v4. It's like 32 players. Like,
no, stop it.
No, I'm not kidding though.
I don't. Crew battles. You could have a crew battle. You could have if it's 16 players.
It's a war.
You can have 2 8-player teams.
Yeah.
Crew war. That'd be super cool, actually.
Just like, yeah.
All right, now I'm on board.
I'm saying? I could definitely see them doing this. They're going to take... I agree with the 8-player thing. They're going to have that. Then they're going to amp it up even more. They're going to amp it. They can. Like you're saying, because of the Switch. Why wouldn't they? Like, they want hype. And that, to them, is definitely hype.
Marvel
that is one side of hype.
Universe is the most ambitious crossover in history.
And then they're going to... Remember, see that
16-player.
Yep. Exactly. 16, man. We gonna double that. Maybe even double that. I'm just kidding. We're not gonna do 64. I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Okay, so who do you think is gonna make it in other than Ice Climbers?
Wolf probably will make it in. I'm not as like guaranteed on it.
I'm not sold on Wolf. However, I am shocked that he wasn't in Smash 4.
Yeah,
and so
you never know.
You see, Shofu changed his Twitter back to like Free Wolf or whatever.
I didn't see it, but
because he was doing that before Smash 4 as well.
Yeah. So he's just right back on that campaign. Yep. I think Wolf will come back.
Yeah. No, I hope he is. He was a lot of fun in Brawl.
Yeah.
He was slower, more damage Fox.
Yeah. More of a bruiser
as opposed
Fox.
to Falco, who's supposed to be faster. Like, Fox is the fastest, Falco's in the middle, and Wolf is slowest.
Yeah.
And I'm a bigger fan of, like medium...
So, like
fast,
Falco?
Medium fast characters.
Like Falco?
Falco is slow. Falco is so slow in Smash 4.
Oh, in Smash 4.
In Melee, he's pretty fast.
I meant Brawl. Is he fast in Brawl, too?
It didn't really
I mean,
matter.
Brawl
It
is
didn't
slow.
really matter how
Brawl is slow. The game is slow.
I didn't play enough
mind.
Brawl to like really tell you, but I do know that it doesn't really matter because he could just chain throw you to death. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter how fast you're off. He can grab you once.
It doesn't matter, yeah. And Brawl is slow in general, too, so by that proportion, yeah, he was decently fast, because everyone was kind of slow. Except Meta Knight. Anyway, yeah.
I mean, you're right.
Yeah.
I think it's likely. I don't think Wolf is less likely than a lot of other characters. I think we're more likely. Like this game it's likely with the Splatoon characters and Breath of the Wild Link, and probably the new Samus.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's more likely that we're going to get more new characters that have never been in a Smash Brothers game
returning ones.
Than returning characters.
That weren't in Smash Bros.
That were not in Smash Brothers.
Gotcha.
Previously. Because that would just, I don't know, that just makes a lot of sense to me.
No, it does make sense. Yeah.
So speaking of which, I think we're going to get a new Fire Emblem character. And
It'd be weird if we didn't.
I think we're going to get a new Pokemon character.
That'd also be weird if we
It would be
didn't.
weird
That
if
seems
we
almost guaranteed.
But beyond that, are there any like Switch titles that are outcoming that are new? I think we're getting an ARMS character.
Maybe.
I
Are
think we're
they
gonna
still
get
pushing
those.
ARMS?
Yeah, I think they're
Yeah.
still pushing ARMS.
They could probably do like the Spring guy, whatever his name is.
Springman. I think
The Ribbon Girl, maybe Min Min, Twin Tail. Baby. Anyway. I need me some Twin Tail in my life.
yeah, that would be cool. Both those would be cool. I would appreciate either of those options. Any of those options rather.
Yeah, I don't, yeah. I've never played ARMS. The characters look cool. I feel like they could fit in Smash too, so. The Sheik guy. He's like the ninja one. That guy was cool. I don't think he's gonna be Ninjaro or whatever. I don't know his name.
Yeah.
He looked cool, but I don't think he's gonna be in there if they're gonna introduce an ARMS character. It'll be one of the faces, you know. That's probably Ribbon Girl or
It'd probably be one of
Ribbon
those,
Girl,
right?
Springman, or maybe Min Min, but most likely the former two. So, who else? I mean, they could introduce a character from Kirby. Kirby Star Allies came out recently. They could introduce like the Waddle Dee guy with he's like a specific Waddle Dee guy with like a spear ninja guy kind of thing. I don't know.
That's not very likely.
Oh, they could they buffed DDD in Kirby Star Allies, so literally buffed him. So like when you're playing against him in the boss, I played the demo on the Switch. Like when you take out a certain amount of his health, he will legitimately, in the literal sense of the word, get buffed, and you have to fight him again, and it's not hard. But anyway, it's a
Kirby game, dog.
It's a Kirby game. You can't hate them.
It's not going to be hard.
They're not hard, but you can't hate them. And so
I can't.
And so I think they could legitimately make him good. What, a fast DDD? What? I wonder if they'll make him, because he does look smaller in Kirby Star Allies. Granted, they could have just resized him for the sake of the game.
King DDD size is up to what he decides that day. Like it's
so they could make him smaller and faster and stronger too.
Yeah, I feel like they're just not going
first
to.
penguin of the DK crew. DK.
What?
Don't worry about it. I just like
I'm
mixed,
worrying about it.
I mixed a bunch of things up. Because I was like, he's faster and stronger too.
I don't know. Stop.
Please.
I'm still in like the honeymoon phase of like, damn, this is actually happening.
Yeah, it's definitely a new game. Yo, what if they introduce like, psych guys at support? We're doing an invitational for Smash 4.5. You know how messed up that'd be? Do you know how messed up that'd be?
Low-key.
At this point, it'd just be a sick joke.
Low-key,
it'd be a sick joke.
Low-key, I'd be really disappointed.
It'd be a sick joke. It's definitely new.
Speaking of the when the game gets released, though, there's absolutely no way we are not doing a 24-hour stream of that.
Oh, for free, dude. Like
when that game comes out, we are going to play the absolute hell out of it here on this channel.
I'm gonna pre-order it but get the physical copy. We'll even stream that in real life. Get that for free, and then we'll get it, and then we'll play it. Get some people over. Get Silent Rain, Jared, maybe all these people. You know what I mean? Like
get some pizza.
Get some pizza.
Get set.
Call it a good day.
Go.
Smack these fools.
Play some video games.
Bang bang. Let's go.
Man, I'm so excited.
Speaking of which,
can you believe that's gonna happen by the end of the year?
It's wild.
We're in the third month. It's gonna happen within 9 months.
Yeah. Probably 7 or 8. November.
Yeah. Yep. Considering that E3 was Smash 4, they had a playable demo,
Mm-hmm.
and that was like one of the first things, and then it got released 5 months after that in November.
Yeah.
So that was the... Yeah,
It's going to be November.
it's going to be the November.
What's his name? When did it come out in Japan?
It
Was it like a little earlier? Was it like August or
was
something?
like 3 weeks earlier, I think.
Oh, it was only 3 weeks? Oh, I thought
I think it was like
a
it was like a month or 3 weeks or something like that.
Okay. That is the only reason I'm asking. Anti was talking about his new timeline now for Smash 5. He's like, I'm going to go to Japan because they're going to get it earlier, and I'm going to play it, and I'm going to live in a Smash house.
In Japan.
No, and then he's going to come back to the U.S. and live in... Oh, yeah, that... And then he's also going to come back to the U.S.
Right.
And live in a Smash house. They'll probably create one again. Frankly.
We need to get a house, man.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
That'd be super dope. Let's see. In terms of like stage lists, what returning stages do you expect?
Smashville.
I think Smashville and Town and
Town,
City.
Battlefield.
Battlefield, obviously, and Final Destination
Final
are
Destination.
kind of shoo-ins. I think those stages
Duh.
are, at this point, shoo-ins.
Lilat, I think, will still be in the game. However, I think it won't become part of the competitive scene. I think there'll be enough stages enough new stages for us to pick one that works, that doesn't have crazy hazards. Secondly, this all doesn't even have to be a problem potentially if Nintendo makes this more esports. Like if this is one of those, this is a test for Nintendo in terms of like seeing how invest they are into the esports side of it, because I'm sure they're watching and they're seeing stuff, and I think they could potentially like have a hazard toggle where they can get rid of hazards on the stages. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then if they do that, it's over.
What
because
I'm
then it
looking
doesn't
for
matter after
is
that.
just an evolution of the Omega stages,
Gotcha.
where instead of just creating everything FD, you remove the stage hazards.
Yeah, that's exactly. I think.
Which is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
which is just take a hazard toggle.
And what that would mean for me is that we would finally get to play on
Like Pokemon Stadium
2.
Or other ones too. You know what I mean? It can, because you know what I mean. Like, because there can be new stages too, right? I'm
What are
sure
good
Pokemon,
neutral stages with hazards. Because don't say Halberd.
No.
Halberd
No,
has
no.
ceiling.
I was not talking about Hubbard. No. The Mega Man one. The platforms being weird, and they were off stage too. Like it's a different thing. You know what I mean?
I
like
had to think about that for a long time.
Yeah, without the yellow mother guy.
Yeah,
I almost said
yellow,
something, but yeah, yellow. Yeah, esports.
The yellow guy.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
Yep. They could. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be.
They get rid of him.
That would be. Yeah, just get rid of him.
Yeah, and then they'd have the platforms moving, and it's a really unique way the paths for the platforms too. So I think that'd be good too.
Man, that'd be
a potential one.
I would be really here for that.
Yeah. So,
because I think they kind of misread what we wanted in terms of more legal stages. They were like, "You want more Final Destinations? Okay."
Yeah. Everything's flat. We're not in Kansas anymore, but we really are in Kansas. Do you want to Kansasify everything? Can't. Get it? Cause flat. All right.
Flat, no mountains. Yes. Haha.
Or anywhere in like the Midwest.
No platforms.
Yeah. The
What's
farmers' land.
the flattest state?
Probably Kansas.
Kansas is.
It's probably
Oh, you know what? It's like
Oklahoma.
No, it's like Delaware or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Delaware?
Yeah, because it's so small and there's just no mountains there. So
it's just like a little piece of. That's a dumb.
Yeah.
But like, if we're gonna talk per like how big it is, like
Yeah.
Kansas should win. Like in terms of how much land a given state has that's flat.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Kansas would be up there.
Oh,
we started talking about Kansas. None of
Welcome
us are from Kansas. I don't know if you have any family. I didn't know.
Welcome to the Kansas cast.
Kansas cast, yeah. Kansas cast.
No.
Yes. Too late. All right.
I'm done.
All right, cool. I think we're done for today.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah.
This has been No Items. This is a weekly podcast by Team Solidarity.
Now on Twitch.
Now on Twitch, you can watch the VOD on our YouTube channel on Team Solidarity.
Yep.
Or you can listen to a audio-only version that will be available in the link
on YouTube.
On the YouTube channel. Thanks for listening, guys.
All right.
Good luck in your next tournament.
Yeah. Smash Rock, baby.